Welcome back. Box Bets, day 7 of the 30-day challenge to obtain 57% on spreads. I'm going to tell you how we did last night. Got some great picks for you tonight. So let's get into it. Last night was, kind of an easy night on the schedule, only 2 games. Made a pick on both. And if you followed me, it was a bad night. It was a reverse night. It was one of those nights where you're bang on if somebody reverse your picks, right? So I gave 2 picks. The first one was Boston minus 14.5. And it was a huge number, 14.5. But Boston didn't even play that well the first game, covered by 20. Little did I know the Miami Heat were going to drop their most 3-pointers they've done in playoff franchise history and the 4th most in all of basketball playoff history. You can't make this stuff up. So they drained, I think, mid 20, 24, 25 threes. Boston withstood the 3-ball barrage and had the 3-point lead at half. I was hoping for a big third quarter. They would pull away. Wasn't the case. Porzingis was garbage, and it was a 3-ball barrage led by Martin and Hero. Miami Heat ended up winning by 10 points. Big upset. Totally got it wrong. And you just can't predict when a team's going to come out and shoot that well, right? So, me and a couple buddies could go beat the Celtics if we go shoot 58% from 3. It's just, you're not going to win that way in the NBA, giving up that type of percentage from the 3-point line. And now that series tied at 1 going to Miami. So we were 0-1 there. The second game was the late game. I said ride the Pelicans again. They covered the first game. You're getting 7.5 in the second game, and it was a blowout. It was the biggest blowout of the playoffs so far. I think it was a 32-point win for OKC. SGA, good Canadian boy, he went off 33, and that doesn't need much explanation. It was just a dominant performance from start to finish. New Orleans couldn't make a basket. And that game was pretty much over at half. So 0-2. That brings our record to 7-10. 3 games under 500. But there's 3 games tonight. And let's get back at her because you don't give up, right? That's the attitude. It's a 30-day challenge. These guys who are professional gamblers, they'll tell you. They've had losing days. They've had losing weeks. They've had losing months. But the great Billy Walters never had a losing year in 39 years. And the reason why, he stuck at it. He kept to the strategy. There's going to be nights that you go 0-4, but there's going to be nights that you go perfect. We haven't had a perfect yet, and I think we're going to be due. So here's the picks tonight. There's 3 picks, and the first one starts with the Knicks at the Sixers. So the Knicks lead 2-0 in the series. They've won both games in the last dying minutes. Josh Hart, the hero in the first game. DiVincenzo, the hero in the second game. But I'm on the Sixers today. The reason be it, this is a do-or-die game for Philadelphia. And Embiid looked pissed. Pissed that they threw that game away. I think they're going to come out. I think they're going to come out with the best game of the series. Even though Embiid is kind of banged up, he had a bit of rest. And I think they come out guns a-blazing. It's 5.5, which is a big number, but I think they're going to have no problem covering it. Look for an 8 to 12-point victory from Philadelphia. That's my first pick. Philly by 5.5. For the next pick, it's Orlando at home versus the Cavs. So basically same situation as Philadelphia. They're down 0-2. The first game at home. They got to win this. It's do or die. You can't go down 0-3 in basketball ever. And I like the Magic here at home. Same kind of scenario as Philadelphia. They're going to come with their best game of the series. The other visiting team, it's not a do or die for them. They can afford to lose one. They're just looking for a split. So take Orlando at home by 2.5 here. And the late game, the Lakers and the Nuggets. Now, if you're following the philosophy here, it's taking the home team down 2-0 to rebound in the series. We're doing it with the Sixers. We're doing it with the Magic. We're not doing it with the Lakers. And the reason for it, that last game was an utter gut punch. I mean, a Murray buzzer beater to sting their ring when they had a 20-point lead. Unbelievable. It's just, I don't think you recover from that. They gave them best effort. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and D'Lo all played phenomenal games. All scored in the 20s. Rebounds, assists, you name it. They did it, and it did win the game. I think Denver just matches up too well. They have their number. I'll take the 1.5 on the road with Denver. You could even sprinkle the money line here. I think it's 3-0. I think it's another Denver sweep. It's just Denver's just that good matching up against the Lakers. So, to recap, we have the Sixers to cover at home over the Knicks, the Magic to cover at home over the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the last pick is the Nuggets as a dog on the road in LA. Those are our 3 picks. Looking to be back at 500, 10-10 tomorrow. When you tune in, until next time, it's Box Bet.